change drastically the follow back conversion rates of this follow for follow method from like 2 to 5% to up to like 20 to 30%. In fact, that's not even the best. My best, which I have witnessed on my own, was something around 50 to 60%. Now, can you imagine, like, if I follow 10 people, I will be basically getting a follow back of 5 or 6 people. That's amazing. That is really worth my time. The follow for follow strategy has been there for quite a few years now, and many YouTubers have talked about it closely, and many people have used this particular method, including me, to grow their pages from zero to something. Like in the beginning stages, this was the only method people were using, and it has been a pretty popular method since people were getting results for using this method. But since we were getting followers, people like me and you, if you have used this method before, you'll know that we don't actually pay heed to the conversion rate, the follow back conversion rate this method gives us. By follow back conversion rate, I mean if you follow 100 people and 2 people follow you back, it's like 2% conversion rate. And if you follow 10 people and 6 people follow you back, you have 60% conversion rate. The industry average conversion rate of this particular method is around 2 to 5%, although it can sometimes go up to 6 to 7% as well. And that is a significant conversion rate in terms of the follow for follow method. Just think about it, you are spending your precious time following 100 people and only like 6-7 people, or let's make it even better, 10 people follow you back, 10% conversion rate. Is it really worth your time? Exactly, that was not worth my time. I was putting in a lot of time and just getting a few followers back in return. I had to spend a lot of time and I had to work really hard to get to 1,000 followers, the first 1,000 ones. But irrespective of everything, this was one of the favorite methods of mine, and so many other people I know who have built their theme pages or even the personal pages. This has been a favorite method of so many people because it has consistently brought back results and still brings back. So the follow for follow strategy has been super helpful throughout, and so the question is that when 2021 is here and 2020 is going away, the terrible year, the year to remember throughout our lives, when 2020 is going away and 2021 is here, so the follow for follow method will still be working in 2021, or will it be affected by COVID? We don't know. So in this video, I'm going to cover how you can use the follow for follow strategy in a more efficient, less time consuming and in a less labor intensive method to grow your page from zero to something in the beginning stages, the early stages of your page. So the traditional follow for follow strategy needs you to go and find big pages in the same niche that you are in and follow the followers of these pages or follow the people who like their latest posts. But this is the problem. This is where the error lies. Because you do this, you miss out on a very big people or many people who may potentially follow you back. And another problem is that you end up following everyone and you are not even selective on the grounds of whom to follow and whom not to follow. You just follow everyone. And out of so many people you follow, only a few people follow you back. This strategy, this traditional strategy gives a very low conversion rates, very low follow back conversion rates, and that's why I tested and experimented and found out that after making a small tiny change to this strategy, this can bring very good results, very good follow back conversion rates. Now I want to be clear, I don't want to claim the ownership of this method. It's just that I have found this out through my experimenting and testing. Maybe somebody else has already found it out and maybe they have documented it on YouTube, but I don't know. I have found this out on my own while testing and experimenting through the followers and follow for follow process. So this is my thing. I have done this, but I don't claim the ownership. So the tiny change, what you have to do, first of all, find bigger pages, like the bigger pages in your niche. Pages with 500k, a million, or even more than that. A million or more will be good enough. Don't worry, you don't have to follow the followers of these pages. Now what you have to do is go to the last 4 or 5 posts, latest posts which this page has posted, and go into the comments. Now don't worry, I'll not ask you to follow the people who have commented, although you can, because these people can be pretty active and may follow you back, but I'll not exactly ask you to do that. What you have to do is go there and find theme pages in your niche. Theme pages, yes, theme pages with a small following, with less than 1,000 followers, a few hundred followers. That may be the best part, that's the sweet part. But you can also find a few theme pages like with 2,000-3,000 followers, but I'll recommend don't go over 5,000 followers. Yes, exactly, you heard me right. You have to find pages with audiences with less following size, with smaller following size, with followers less than 5,000. Usually these small pages go on the big pages and comment on the latest post and try to distribute their content in hopes of getting more followers through that. Now what you can also do, why only the commenters? You can also get in the likes, the people who have liked these posts, the latest posts of these big pages, and there you can find the theme pages with a few hundred followers or maybe a couple thousand followers. So the goal is that you have to find pages in your niche with smaller following sizes, with less than 1,000 or a couple thousand followers. But it is not necessary that you have to use my method, which I just told you, to go to bigger pages and get into the posts and the people who like that and people who commented. It is not necessary. The end goal is that you have to find these theme pages with smaller audience sizes. That's all. And if these pages haven't posted in a while, like haven't posted in a couple of months, then I'll usually leave them alone. I will not do with those pages, exclude those pages. Now you have two options. You can either follow the people who are following these smaller pages, or you can go into the latest posts and follow the people who are commenting and liking on these posts, because these are the most active people who will be following you back and are most likely to follow you back. You must be wondering that why I asked you to follow these followers of such smaller pages. Why smaller pages? Exactly, that is something you might have a question. I'll explain. You see, what happens, the people who follow these bigger pages, the pages with 1 million to 5 million followers, or even more than 500,000 followers, what happens, these people usually, not every time, usually have a high trust threshold. So what happens that these people who are following these big pages are usually convinced only by big pages, and they don't want to exactly follow pages with smaller audience size and less followers. They're not convinced by them. So if you follow the people who are liking the posts on these bigger pages, that obviously they have a very high trust threshold, and that's why they are not exactly convinced to follow you back, because you are a small page. But this is not applicable for the smaller pages. The people who are following these smaller pages are already following the smaller pages. That's why they won't have a problem in following you back, because you are a smaller page too. And that's why I say they have a very low trust threshold. They don't need bigger following sizes and big number of followers on pages to be convinced enough to follow them. If they are interested in the niche, they will just follow it. They don't care about the big following sizes. So that's the thing. You have to follow the followers of these small pages, or go into the people who are liking the latest posts on these smaller pages. They are the most active ones, and they are the most likely to follow you back. So that's it. That was a small tiny change that I made, and that was the only thing that was responsible for my bigger conversion rates, which changed drastically the follow back conversion rates of this follow for follow method from like 2 to 5% to up to like 20 to 30%. In fact, that's not even the best. My best, which I have witnessed on my own, was something around 50 to 60%. Now, can you imagine, like, if I follow 10 people, I will be basically getting a follow back of 5 or 6 people. That's amazing. That is really worth my time. So just imagine if I follow 10 people, now 5 or 6 people will follow me back. And that's exactly what I wanted, higher conversion rates. That's what is worth my time, which I was telling in the beginning of this video. It is not worth your time, the traditional follow for follow method, but with this tiny change, follow back conversion rates will be touching the moon, and they will be giving you awesome results, and which will be worth your time, and basically you will be reaching to a first 1,000 followers or your first milestone much faster. Please listen to this. Please listen to this. Please! I'm not telling that every time you'll be getting a 50 to 60% conversion rate, but I have myself never witnessed a like less than 20% conversion rate with this, because it's like if I follow 10 people, I will be seeing a minimum of 2 people following me back. Now one thing, listen to me, very important, or later you'll be coming back and saying that your method doesn't work, I'm not getting good conversion rates. Sounds good, doesn't work. So listen to this carefully. It doesn't matter if you're a personal page or if you're a theme page. This method, this particular follow for follow method with this tiny modification will be giving you results. But you have to keep one thing in mind. Do not follow theme pages. Do not. What I mean, when you are following the followers of these smaller pages, or when you are following these commenters or the people who are liking these posts of these smaller pages, don't follow theme pages. Even if you are a theme page, even if you are a personal page, don't. Why I'm saying this? Because these people are, maybe they are going to like your post, and maybe sometimes they are going to engage with your post, but that's not really good enough. Because you see, for example, if you're planning to do affiliate marketing and you start your first affiliate campaign at, let's say, 2,000 followers, and out of 2,000 followers, like it's like 600 people are just theme pages, then they are not going to take actions. Theme pages will never take action. They will never buy anything you promote, or they will never follow what your promoted posts say, what your sponsored posts say. They will never follow. They are non-action takers. But instead, what they will do, they will be taking inspiration from your promoted posts and using it on their own page and taking profits of your idea. So that's something definitely you don't want. You don't want non-action takers. Let them copy whatever you're doing. Let them. That's not a very big thing. But you don't want non-action takers in your following size. That's why you want to follow only normal people. So go into the followers or the commenters or the people who are liking the posts of these smaller pages, and only follow normal people, people who have a profile picture. Only follow those people and don't follow theme pages. Keep in mind. And the last thing, this is even more important. In case you don't know, let me just remind you. Don't continuously follow many people at a time. Because if you don't know, let me tell you, if you follow a lot of people at a time, Instagram will identify this as a very suspicious activity and they will restrict your action. and this can really have some negative side effects on your page. And believe me, this is something you don't want. This would be the last thing that any page admin would ever wish. Restrictions by Instagram are the worst thing ever for any Instagram page. So what I'll suggest, don't follow more than 30 people in 1 hour. I don't have any proof for this number 30 or the time 1 hour. It's just that I've been doing this for quite some time and I haven't received a single Instagram restriction since I've been following this. Like I used to get before. Before I used to get a lot of Instagram restriction, and I know that has really affected my Instagram page in a negative way. And also keep a gap of at least 1 hour. It's like in the first hour you follow 30 people, second hour don't do anything. Third hour, follow again 30 people, fourth hour don't do anything. Fifth hour, again 30 people, sixth hour don't do anything. And even if you do this 6 to 7 times a day, you will be following a lot of people and you will be getting a lot of followers in return too. So that's it. The conclusion is follow for follow still works, and if you use this follow for follow method with this tiny modification, you are going to get a bigger conversion rate. And you never know, you may someday beat my record of 60%. That means literally you follow 10 people and more than 6 people follow you back. That would be an insane thing, amazing thing. I haven't been able to get that for now, but you may get it. So that was it. Go back right now out of YouTube and start working on your theme pages if you have one, and if not, maybe you can think of starting one. But before you go back and start working on your theme pages, smash the like button right now, subscribe if you're new, and also hit the bell icon for the post notification, because I'm going to upload a ton of videos like this one and I know you will like them.